More than half a century has passed since the sound of this piece first echoed across the screen, yet its appeal endures. For many, this cinematic gem is more than just a film. It is a memory, a melody, and a story of love, courage, and family. But as we continue to sing along to the melody of Do Re Mi and marvel at the hills once filled with music, it's important to remember the real people behind those iconic performances. Today, we remember 13 beloved actors from music who have passed away. Their legacy lives on in every note of the soundtrack and every line of the script. As Cancer Azor said in his capacity as a guest at the party, Cancer. Azor may not be a household name today, but her brief guest appearance in the film The Sound of Music carried a deeper cinematic significance than one might expect. Her participation in the grand gathering at Von Trapp Mansion was more than just a background presence. It was a silent tribute to a bygone era of Hollywood. Azor was 78 years old when she appeared in the film, and by that time, she had lived through and contributed to the development of cinema, from the early days of silent films to the golden age of sound films. Born in the late 19th century, Cancer. Azor grew up during the early days of cinema. She was part of a generation of women who helped shape early Hollywood, often working quietly in small roles, background roles, or even as an extra in the works that today form the backbone of film history. Although detailed documentation of her early film career is scarce, as is often the case with many supporting actresses during the silent film era, her long career and active participation into the 1960 ses are testament to her passion and adaptability. In The Sound of Music, Azor's appearance among the guests at the Von Trapp family's lavish party symbolized the connection between the old and new generations of Hollywood artists. Her presence reminded us that before Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer conquered global audiences, an earlier generation of artists had laid the foundation for their success. Cancer Azor passed away on November 9, 1977, at the Film and Television Nursing Home and Hospital in Woodland Hills, California, a facility that had long been a refuge for elderly film professionals. She died of natural causes at the age of 90, leaving behind a quiet but meaningful legacy. Her name may not appear in the film's opening credits, but her contributions to music and the formative years of cinema deserve recognition. Heather Meanies as Louisa Von Trapp. Heather Meanies brought the vibrant energy and playfulness of youth to the role of Louisa Von Trapp, the second daughter in the film The Sound of Music. Just 16 years old when the film premiered in 1965, Meanies displayed a natural charm and presence on screen that would endear her to audiences for decades to come. Her performance was marked by a blend of playfulness and charm, perfectly embodying the cheerful, mischievous spirit of Louisa, a character who brought lightness and humor to the Von Trapp family. Born on December 3, 1949, in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Heather Meanies immigrated to the United States with her family and began her acting career as a teenager. Although The Sound of Music marked her breakthrough role, she continued to work steadily in film and television throughout the 1970s and early 1980s. She starred in the hit science fiction series Logan's Run and appeared on popular shows such as T.J. Hooker, The Bob Newhart Show, and The Love Boat. Despite her fame with The Sound of Music, she remained humble about her legacy, preferring to focus on her career and family. Tragically, Heather was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer in November 2017 and passed away just a month later, on December 24th in Frankfurt, Ontario, at the age of 68. Her passing has left a deep sense of loss among fans, former cast members, and the entertainment community in general. Her warmth, talent, and philanthropic work have left an indelible mark, and her portrayal of Louisa continues to be cherished by generations of fans of the musical The Sound of Music. Ben Wright as Mr. Zeller. Ben Wright brought a chilling authority to the role of Herr Zeller, the menacing Nazi official whose presence cast a dark shadow over the otherwise cheerful world of The Sound of Music. Zeller represented the growing threat of fascism encroaching on Austria, and Wright's performance as this cold, scheming official was crucial in connecting the film's idealistic narrative with the harsh reality of its historical context. His performance added emotional tension and drama to the story, particularly in the climactic scenes where the Von Trapp family faced the terrifying prospect of conscription or imprisonment. born on May 5, 1915, in London, England. Ben Wright began his acting career on the British stage before emigrating to the United States, where he transitioned to radio, film, and television. A talented voice actor and charismatic screen actor, Wright was widely known for his versatility. He voiced numerous characters in Disney classics, including Rama, the kind and noble wolf father in The Jungle Book, and Grimsby, Prince Eric's loyal servant in The Little Mermaid, which was also his final role. Sadly, Ben Wright passed away on July 2, 1989, in Burbank, California, due to complications following heart surgery. He was 74 years old. His death occurred just months before the release of The Little Mermaid, marking a poignant end to a decades-long career spanning multiple areas of entertainment. Although he played a terrifying villain in The Sound of Music, Wright's legacy as a talented and generous artist continues to be celebrated by fans of both live-action classics and animated films. Monte O'Grady as a party guest. Monte O'Grady may only have a fleeting screen appearance in The Sound of Music, as one of the well-dressed guests at a grand party held at Von Trapp Mansion, but behind that brief appearance lay a long and fascinating career spanning the development of Hollywood. Born on July 6, 1915, Grady entered the film industry during the silent film era, beginning his career as a child actor. He belonged to the first generation of artists whose careers were shaped by the transition from silent to sound films, a dramatic shift that left many behind, but Grady persevered with quiet resilience. By the time The Sound of Music began filming in the early 1960s, Monte O'Grady was no longer a child star or an adult, but had established a stable and meaningful career as an extra and character actor. Though often overlooked, his work brought authenticity and depth to dozens of film and television productions. In The Sound of Music, his presence amidst the glamorous crowds of Salzburg's elite helped to enliven the setting, bringing a sense of authenticity and grandeur to the scene that the audience might not consciously realize, but certainly sense. Monte O'Grady died on March 8, 2000, in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 84 from natural causes. Although his name may not be widely known to the public, his contribution to film history remains quietly significant. He embodied the spirit of the quiet artist, a dedicated actor whose passion enriched the stories of countless works, including The Sound of Music. His life in cinema was not marked by fame, but by his legacy, perseverance, and a quiet, enduring presence that lives on in every frame he appeared in. In particular, Annalee's portrayal of Sister Margareta stands out. Her performance as Sister Margareta, the kind and protective nun in The Sound of Music, remains one of the film's most memorable. Sister Margareta embodies warmth and understanding, guiding Maria through her spiritual and personal journey, providing crucial emotional support during a time of profound turmoil. Lee's performance is deeply compassionate, offering a comforting presence in the convent scenes, contrasting sharply with the more austere and authoritarian nuns such as the Mother Superior, played by Peggy Wood. At the time of filming in 1965, Lee was 52 years old, but her ability to portray Sister Margareta's wisdom and nurturing spirit transcended her age, making her performance all the more powerful and moving. Born in England on January 2, 1913, Annalee's career began in the 1930s, and she established herself as a versatile actress with a career spanning over 5 decades. Throughout the 1940s and 1950s, she had notable roles in both British and American films, often playing characters that showcased her elegance and grace. Lee's impressive acting abilities were also evident in her stage and television performances. Despite the tragedy she faced in 1981, when a serious car accident left her confined to a wheelchair for the rest of her life, Lee's determination to continue working and inspiring others is admirable. She didn't let her physical limitations hinder her career, continuing to act in films and television shows until her final years. Although the accident caused her significant personal hardship, her grace and resilience remained an inspiration to all who worked with her. Annalee died on May 14, 2004, at the age of 91, in Beverly Hills, California, from pneumonia. Her death marked the end of a distinguished life and a brilliant career. Lee's influence on music and the entertainment industry in general is still felt today, and her portrayal of Sister Margareta remains one of the show's most beloved performances. Her life and career embodied grace, dedication, and resilience, and she leaves behind a legacy that will be remembered by fans and colleagues alike. As a guest, Gonzalez's presence brought a genuine feel to the lively atmosphere of the event, further enhancing the splendor of the occasion. At age 54, when filming in 1965, Gonzalez was a seasoned actor who had worked in both film and television. His career spanned decades, and he was known for taking on supporting roles in a variety of productions. Although his role in The Sound of Music wasn't a leading one, his presence in the film highlighted his experience and acting skills. Gonzalez was renowned for his versatility and ability to fully embody any role, making him an integral part of the film's cast. James Gonzalez died on January 25, 1971, at the age of 59. Although the exact cause of his death is not fully documented, his performance in The Sound of Music lives on as his legacy. His role, though subtle, was indispensable to the film's enduring influence and the atmosphere that continues to captivate audiences worldwide. His cameo appearance, though brief, remains a small but crucial part of the timeless story. Frank Baker as a party guest. Frank Baker, a British actor with a stellar Hollywood career, is best remembered by fans of The Sound of Music for his guest appearance at the Von Trapp family's lavish party. Although his role wasn't central to the plot, Baker's contribution brought a genuine and elegant atmosphere to the classic party scene. At the time of filming in 1965, he was 73 years old, but he had already built a decades-long career in the film industry. Baker's acting career began in the early days of Hollywood and flourished during the golden age of cinema, specializing in supporting roles. He was known for his performances in westerns and other character dramas. He often played dignified or authoritative characters, qualities that suited him well in The Sound of Music. Although his cameo was small, his seasoned presence elevated the film's atmosphere, bringing a wealth of experience even to the smallest roles. Prior to The Sound of Music, Baker had already gained recognition for his work in various genres, including memorable roles in Hollywood westerns. His sharp presence and ability to bring depth to even brief roles made him a respected actor in the industry. Frank Baker died on December 30, 1980, at the age of 88 in Woodland Hills, California, of natural causes. While he may not have been a household name, his long and diverse film career has left a lasting legacy. Charmian Carr as Liesl Von Trapp. Charmian Carr's portrayal of Liesl Von Trapp, the eldest of 7 children in the Von Trapp family, remains one of the most beloved performances in The Sound of Music. At age 21, Carr breathed life into the character of Liesl, a teenager torn between the innocence of childhood and the complexities of adulthood. Her most memorable moment in the film was her iconic duet of 16 Going on 17 with Rolf, a scene that has become one of the most memorable musical performances in film history. The song, brimming with youthful optimism and a bittersweet realization of growing up, resonated deeply with audiences at the time and continues to do so today. Sadly, Charmian Carr passed away on September 17, 2016, at the age of 73 due to complications from a rare form of dementia. Her death marked the end of an era for The Sound of Music, as she was one of the last remaining members of the film's beloved cast. Though she is gone, Carr's portrayal of Liesl will live on in the hearts of fans worldwide, as she will always be remembered as the vibrant and unforgettable eldest daughter of the Von Trapp family. Leota Richards as a party guest. Leota Richards plays a guest in the classic gathering scene at Von Trapp Manor in The Sound of Music. Although her role is small and not one of the film's most prominent, Richards' presence adds a significant layer of meaning to the solemn atmosphere of the Von Trapp family celebration. As a member of the supporting cast, her performance enriches and realizes the scene, where the aristocratic gathering plays a crucial role in the film's opening moments. At age 49 during the filming of the 1965 movie, Richards brought a gentle elegance, perfectly complementing the refined setting of Von Trapp Mansion. Richards had a long career in film and television, although she wasn't as widely known as some of her co-stars in The Sound of Music. Her career consisted mainly of supporting roles, often appearing in background scenes, contributing to the depth of the film's story. Although her role in the beloved musical was brief, she was still part of the cast that contributed to making the film's world complete and authentic. Born at the beginning of the 20th century, Richards was a woman of her time, with a career spanning decades. She lived through the changing times of film and television, appearing in works that showcased her versatility across many different genres. Despite playing only minor roles, she brought depth and authenticity to her characters, resonating deeply with audiences. Leota Richards died on February 7, 1998, at the age of 90 in Los Angeles, California, of natural causes. Her death marked the passing of another beloved member of the cast of the musical Sound of Music, James Gonzalez, who also attended the party as a guest. James Gonzalez had a brief but memorable role as one of the guest stars in the lavish party scene at the Von Trapp mansion in The Sound of Music. Although his role was small, his contribution to the film's cast enriched the sense of opulence and luxury characteristic of the Von Trapp family's world. Norma Varden, as Frau Schmidt. Her portrayal of Frau Schmidt, the diligent and kind housekeeper of the Von Trapp family, is one of the quiet yet crucial performances in the musical The Sound of Music. In this role, Varden brings order and discipline to the Von Trapp household, skillfully balancing the chaos of the 7 children with her gentle yet firm authority. Her character is more than just a housekeeper. She offers comfort and peace amidst the turmoil of the family's transition from a strict military life to a life filled with love and music. Varden's performance also showcases subtle humor and gentle warmth, creating a memorable and relatable character. Born on October 20, 1912, in London, England, Varden's career spanned over 4 decades, encompassing a diverse range of roles in film and television. Prior to her role in The Sound of Music, she had already established herself as a highly regarded actress, renowned for her dignified, authoritative, or elegant performances. Her deep, resonant voice and composed demeanor made her a favorite choice for roles in period dramas and acclaimed films. Varden was 67 when she starred in The Sound of Music in 1965, but she still portrayed Mrs. Schmidt with timeless elegance, making her look as if she hadn't aged at all. In her later years, Varden lived in California, where she continued to make occasional appearances on screen. However, her illustrious career was overshadowed by her quiet but influential presence in the world of cinema. After a full life and a career that left an indelible mark on both stage and screen, Norma Varden passed away on January 19, 1989, at the age of 90 in Santa Barbara, California, from heart failure.